I am freezing. It's actually a really beautiful day outside in Perth today, but I feel like when I'm not in the sun, I'm extremely cold. So I've literally got like a scarf on, a jacket on. Definitely gonna go to the beach after this. But today I wanted to talk about routine and discipline. When I was recovering from psychosis, I had no routine at all. I was very undisciplined, if that's a word. And it made my recovery even harder. So, I had to learn the hard way, but that's okay. I think sometimes in life you just fumble through, and that's part of the journey. We're not going to nail things on our first go all the time, and I think through struggling and having those challenges and experiences, you're able to relate to other people more because, most people are fumbling as well. But these are just like simple things that I've done, and I'm sure a lot of people are already doing these things out there. But if you are in recovery from psychosis or like a brain trauma or just anything you're struggling with, some things that I feel like have helped me with routine and discipline is making my bed every morning. And that sounds like such a simple thing to do, but I feel like it really starts your day off on the right foot. For me, I try to treat everything that I do with intention, and it's almost like the way my mind thinks in terms of like how my day unfolds. It's almost like Tetris or a puzzle where you've got all these pieces and it can just be an absolute shit show. But if you slowly put them together, you can start seeing a clearer picture, and you have more clarity, you have more peace, it feels less chaotic internally. I used to struggle a lot with chaos. I think I've mentioned that before, but going through psychosis, it's like your brain is on fire and you get downloads and it's like very chaotic, very overwhelming. And even though during my episodes I was like trying to write things down, like I was like full on like a madman, it just like completely fried my brain. And so after psychosis, it honestly felt like I couldn't even think straight. Like I could hardly put clothes in the washing machine, couldn't figure out what to eat. Like I honestly felt like I had taken like 10 steps back in my consciousness. And with time I've slowly got cognitive function back, and I'm like, okay, like I'm back on track with my life. And so making a bed every morning. I like to also pre-sort out like the supplements that I take. I think it's really important, especially if you take like medications for psychosis recovery, or people often get the diagnosis of bipolar. That's the latest one I've got, so bipolar 1 with features of psychosis. And because it's happened to me a few times now, like I take it extremely seriously. Like there's no way in hell I'm ever going to a hospital again. And I think because it's happened a few times now, I have a better understanding of like what the warning signs are, how to avoid it. And for me, it's like making sure I treat sleep like it's my highest priority in life, and keeping stress levels low. So I try to like kind of throw everything at it to handle those areas of my life. Exercise is another really good like anchor for creating discipline in your life. I used to just like stay in bed all day and like not even go for like a walk, and I was just like really unhealthy. Like I just was in a really, really negative mindset. I used to be like, why would I go to the beach? Like just having such a mope. And now I feel like I go every day, even though at the moment I don't even live near the beach. But having that discipline and that routine, it almost like motivates you and drives you, and it helps you build consistency. And I feel like when you build consistency, it's almost like these building blocks where you just get into a natural rhythm, which means you're able to take on more things. You're able to sort of withstand the storm and not feel so rocky because you've already got these things in place where it's almost like you're jogging along and you're at like a good pace. So I feel like, being consistent about like how many times a week I go to the gym, how often I'm going for a walk, or how often I'm doing these certain things, and I have them pre-planned. And obviously sometimes things come up in life, like, you might get your period, or you might be really emotional and like you just can't handle that. And that's okay. Like sometimes life throws you a spanner and you just roll with the punches. But I think in general, creating that discipline is really helpful for recovery. Nutrition is important as well. Everyone has different takes on, what is like the optimal diet or what suits you. And I really believe that, we're all so unique that you just have to find what works for you. At the moment, I'm doing a keto diet and it's working for me really well. I feel like it's helped me lose like weight from when I was on antipsychotic medication, which made me put on like 14 kilos, which was horrendous. I feel like my skin is clearer, mental clarity is definitely significantly improved. And I just find that it's quite an easy diet to follow, like when you're at home, not necessarily when you're eating out, but I'm not as strict with that anymore. Like I used to be like checking my ketone levels like every day and like full on tracking my macros, and I try to sort of be across that loosely. But yeah, I feel like being consistent with how you're fueling your body makes a big difference as well. What else? I guess for me, because people have said to me recently, like, oh wow, like you seem so different, or like you seem to be doing really well. And I do feel like I'm in a really good place now. And I think it's because I was seriously depressed for so long, and I was on different medications, and it was just like such a struggle street. And now that I feel like I'm at a good place with the medications that I take, the diet that I have, the exercise that I have, the mindset that I have, it's given me more of an opportunity to explore my creativity again and to lean into like what lights me up. And honestly, it's such simple things. Like literally my favorite thing to do at the moment is go to the beach, like go for a walk, have a chai and sit in the sun. And I feel like I literally could do that every day and I would just be content in life. And isn't it funny, because so many people are chasing status, money, achievements, and there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes you have to be really honest with yourself. Like, does that actually light you up, or are you just doing it because that's what everyone else is doing? And I think there's a difference between just sort of wanting to earn money to get more things in life versus having a calling or like a purpose in life, that you're in a place where you're of service to others and you're making a difference to the world and having a bigger impact than beyond just your own selfish wants and needs. And that's where I feel like I'm sort of stepping into now. I feel like I want to make a difference in the mental health space. I want to educate people around like spirituality and being spiritually gifted, because it is deeply misunderstood. Like I really feel like most people who end up in a psychiatric ward are just like very spiritually in tune, and they're experiencing things that are in like a non-ordinary state of reality, of consciousness. So yeah, they're having a different experience of reality, but just because people who don't have that experience, that freaks them out, because it's like, well, what the hell are they seeing, or what the hell are they experiencing? And yes, it's not considered normal, but like it's just a different way of experiencing life. And I feel like people like that, including myself, can teach other people things, like there is an unseen realm there. Everything is energy in life, and everyone has the ability to learn about it and to tune into it, because it is your true nature. It's just we get so shut off from it because actually I don't even know why. I think just, I don't know if it's because people haven't developed that skill set, or maybe because some people are born more sensitive to energy. But I do feel like it's something that people can develop. All right, that's enough of a ramble for today.